and the South African Dries van Heerden was brought in at number 8 for his first cap. So no place for their acknowledged line-out expert, Olivier Roumat. Despite their 2 victories, England had made one change in the pack, recalling Dean Richards in place of Tim Rodber. Richards, therefore, became England's most-capped number 8. John Webb, winning his 26th cap, was England's most-capped full-back. And Rob Andrew equalled Jack Kyle's world record number of appearances at fly half. Commentators at Parc des Princes, Bill Beaumont and Nigel Starmer-Smith.
And the referee, Stephen Hilditch, refereeing France for the 3rd time. He was, in fact, running the touchline in that World Cup quarter-final. And so let's hope there's no need for him to take too stern a line, but he'll need to if it gets rough. England then left to right. Jonathan Webb to start this encounter as England look for their 36th victory over France, and one to set them on the road to another Grand Slam. Taken by Marc Session, unusually and for the first time in that number 4 jersey, the French second row. Penalty though, with England round. It's not quite enough room. England go for the second surge. Richards has it there. Just waiting as England edge forward. And still going. And Morris lending his weight. Now the dummy. Andrew, Carling, Webb in the line. He's burst the tackle. He's got support from Guscott. Good cover though coming in from Saint-André, who anticipated it well. Still 18 metres out. England ball looks imminent. A penalty, even better for England, as France failed to release. And willing this one over. And puts England ahead. Just over 5 minutes played. England's pressure already telling. I don't think France will. Set back to Galtier. Pinot still. The line threatened, but it's loose. Guscott. And Underwood may have knocked on, and did. France cover, Pinot in trouble. Underwood at his heels, scrambles it away, no more than 10 metres from the French line. Bayfield, Richards, great tidying up work there to set it up again. Morris poised. Still in England hands. They're trying to roll it off now with Winterbottom, Dooley there in the powerhouse. No more than 8 metres out from the French line. And still there. Brian Moore, Winterbottom. It's there for Morris. Could be an overlap. Andrew cutting back inside. And fairly well dumped by Session. Man who made the extra pass. Galtier flattened by Skinner. On the halfway line, France, Galtier again. Pinot. Neat. Sella cuts back through 1-2, not the third one though. Again, I think it was a Rob Andrew tackle. Pinot might have been tempted to drop at goal. The chip through goes straight to Webb. Good covering from the fullback. And safely out. Scoring moments for England. A man down then, with Andrew requiring some attention for a gash received in the tackle. French possession. Session setting it up. Jambert trying to punch a hole through the England defence, but it's French ball again. Pinot straight through to Meynell. Could be an overlap here. Halliday in though exactly at the right time, put pressure on the man in possession, which was Lafond. But breaking out again. Villard challenges by Morris, but Villard's through. Sebastien Villard with the first try. And England's defence caught napping. It looked as though they'd stifled it, but they got away.
And really it looks as though Darry Morris is going to get Villard, but he's a strong lad, steps out of the tackle and dives over, and I think it's probably a bit of misunderstanding in the England defence.
Well, it looks as though David Pears is going to come on to replace Rob Andrew, number 17 there, to win his first championship cap. Has played twice for England at fly half, but his regular club rugby, of course, very successfully these days at full-back for Harlequins, but an established career as fly-half. Dewi Morris, the ebullient North Country lad. Dean Richards to Morris now. Webb with Halliday outside, Winterbottom inside. Tordoin with the tackle, no more than 3 metres out from the French line. England pile in, the whistle goes. Well, he'd relish this chance, perhaps. Tordo standing off on the near side, but Morris might fancy taking him over with him. England's pack might do it anyway. France are holding them just, but England again edge forward. Morris poised, Skinner poised, and France have come offside. The referee looks over his shoulder, and in fact he's given a penalty try to England as France collapse the scrummage.
Well, certainly it's a very brave decision by Hilditch there. We get a good look at it here, that I think that the crucial man there is Guimbert. You can notice there how he dives in, takes the collapse of the scrum, and obviously in the referee's mind that stopped England from pushing them over the line, and if that happens then he has no alternative but to give a penalty try.
England ahead again, 7 points to 4, and it should be a simple 2 points for Webb. 9-4, and good timing by England really, because they would want it to have changed over in the lead. It's less. Down to Morris, Pears, Carling, Skinner missed out, straight to Guscott. Could be 3-2 here. Webb goes well. He's got Rory Underwood outside. It's all on the timing of the pass. The dummy is bought. Great play by Webb. Yet another try for him after 2 against Ireland. That's a perfect way to end the first half. And how well he judged it. It's a brave decision to make when you've got Rory Underwood outside you. You've got one man to beat. But look how well he did this.
Yeah, tremendous play there by Webb, but it was made by the dummy run by Peter Winterbottom that sucked in the French midfield. You see, 2-1 there, fullback Lafond, no chance. Webb, whose speed always impresses me, dummies and under the sticks.
Webb adds the points as the England supporters give voice to song.
The French, with 5 minutes to go, were leading 4-3 and were certainly in the ascendancy. They were starting to win ball, but 2 good tries by England have certainly put them in the driving seat.
David of Jean-Baptiste Lafond, looking for his 7th penalty goal for France. Important one if he gets it. Off the post, down to Skinner. And stolen indeed by France. Meynell didn't opt to stretch it, the cover was there from England. Moscato now for France, 15 metres out from the England line. Galtier, Pinot, Salah, could be an overlap here. Lafond, if he can get round, and has chance, but good cover. Saint-André bottled up. Was it Jonathan Webb?
He came up offside, and it results in an easier kick now for France than the previous one that hit the post.
Good kick. Very cool, this new wing three-quarter. He's also a useful place kicker, and adds then a try to his penalty against Wales and keeps France in contention. Vital period of the game. Down from Bayfield, but loose. Caban just loves that sort of thing. And what about the handoff? The whistle's gone for a penalty, though, to England. With Caban racing clear, you can hear the crowd reaction. Winterbottom. Whistle's gone. Penalty to England. In with the boot was a Frenchman. And some of this frustration comes to the surface as France lose their cool a little and concede positions. France's coach of the field with injury, this most gifted of players, the French captain in his 81st international, which started back in '82, his 11th game against England, leaves the field. 2 conversions and a penalty, and 3 more points from the boot of England's fullback. Oh, well, the ultimate dummy scissors, I guess, which gives England a counter-attack chance through David Pears. Swings it to Winterbottom, onto Morris. France at odds and 6s and 7s. More the link to Underwood. It's another try for Rory Underwood. That surely puts the final nail in the French coffin. He runs round under the post, and Rory Underwood, in his last away international appearance, makes it yet another try. 35 for England, and that's his 4th in a row against France.
It was the substitute who'd come on and they got the moves muddled up. But good play by David Pears there. Look how England keep the ball available. But Darren Morris is the key here, that he stands the ball up, and Brian Moore emerging yet again in a try-scoring movement, giving the ball to Rory Underwood, and nobody's going to stop him. But when you consider it was a dreadful error by the French in midfield from the set-piece play that had really laid out 2 of their players, and good play there by Underwood and Pears.
24 points to 7 they lead, with the conversion successful, and more problems for France as they lose another player. Salah already off the field, and France really are in a lot of bother now. And the England supporters in full song. Jerusalem is the rendition we're now getting here at Parc des Princes. Will Carling, the kick charge down. Alain Penaud has kept some light alive for France. Will Carling, one of those nightmare moments. A relatively straightforward clearance kick in the offing, and this is what happens.
Yes, I don't think he was really expecting the ball there. The David Pears fed it on, and good play by Penaud there, that he closed the gap down well and gets a bit of respect back for the French with that try under the post.
So a try, a penalty, a drop goal in his 2-match international career for Penaud. And this should be a simple 2 further points for Viard. 24 points to 13. And really what that means is that England cannot relax after all. David Pears. Not a bad tactic here. Real pressure now on Lafond, but the mark is given from France today. England have won it back. Brian Moore in characteristic stance. The referee's seen the touch judge raised by Owen Doyle for foul play, therefore, that he will now, I'm sure, seek the touch judge's advice about. Whistle's gone. There's another injury or 2. Martin Bayfield. And further problems, I think, will come to France here. It's the Frenchman being hauled over the coals. There's Bayfield. Oh, well, I mean, Lascoube just threw out the loose boot over Martin Bayfield, and he's sent off. Well, no question in the touch judge's mind, and the touch judge entirely empowered to do what he would suggest to the referee, as if he were refereeing the game himself. Oh, what a kick. 19 points for Jonathan Webb. Just 6 short of England's all-time record. And the referee, again with stern words, 1 man off already, Greg, which worked in the first half, but not just then. Pressure on from Morris. France in desperate straits. Morris fires through, and that's yet another try for the returned scrum half. His 4th in international rugby, and that makes it 3 in a row in his comeback internationals. Scotland, Ireland and France, and England goes soaring on.
England have just kept the cool, and that's the reason why the scoreboard at the current time looks 31 points to England, 13 to France.
We move into injury time with the conversion attempt from Jonathan Webb going to one side, and the referees decided there's no need to add injury time. The crowd, not surprisingly over here, give vent to their ill feeling. A posse surround referee Stephen Hilditch, who had the courage to do what he felt was correct in sending off 2 players of the French side, Lascoube and Moscato, after their side had already been ravaged by injuries. Meanwhile, on the rugby front, England's conquering run continues.
Not a lot of referees would have had the bottle to do what Stephen Hilditch did today, and I think he did the game a lot of good, because you know, if there were things that deserve punishment, then there's no way you should shy away from those sort of things. And again, I'm very pleased that the English pack kept to the game plan and kept doing what we said we should do.